Hey, what's going on? I know it's been quite some time since I did a update video about language learning. So I just want to kind of touch base on some of that stuff. I'm going to try to speak a little bit in Spanish first, and I've already kind of thought about what I would want to say. And I did have to learn a couple of new phrases to do that, but it's progress, all right? Acabo de aprender la frase poner al día. Poner al día. Quería ponerle al día sobre mis actividades en el aprendizaje de idiomas. Actualmente aprendo español y alemán. En mi último video en español, aquí en mi canal de YouTube, hablé de los mismos dos idiomas, alemán y español. Desde entonces he seguido estudiando alemán, pero dejé de estudiar español hasta hace poco. Alemán es tan difícil. Alemán es tan difícil. En realidad puedo leer bastante bien, pero hablarlo es algo más, es mucho más difícil. A pesar de que sé muchas palabras, es increíblemente difícil expresarme en alemán. Sé que simplemente necesito practicar mucho más. I really want to get better at Spanish. I don't know why I quit Spanish. I just did. I don't know. Just like the last time I mentioned, I don't know why I stopped. I did. There's so many people I can speak to every day at work and during the week that speak Spanish around here in this part of the country, or in this area where I live. I'm doing Pimsleur. I'm on the second unit right now, just kind of a refresh. I just got to the first thing that I had never heard before in the second unit. I'm on like lesson 10 or something like that. And just so you know, there's like 5 lessons of Spanish in the Pimsleur course. I learned today, ojalá que sí. Apparently you can just say ojalá, I guess, which means hopefully. Ojalá que sí, hopefully so. So it's actually the first thing I got to that I didn't know in Pimsleur yet in Spanish. So it's been a good refresh course. I've been going kind of slow, stuff like that. So I'm going to just continue on with Spanish, just kind of here and there. I may make more videos in Spanish, since speaking in Spanish is actually quite easy compared to German. German, I just simply need practice. I just need to practice more. I don't ever practice speaking. I read every day. Like I said, I can read pretty good in German. But speaking is a whole nother thing. It's just totally different. It's so difficult to do, even though I've been studying it since 2018 consistently. I'm not hitting it as hard as I should, like I used to, but consistently I'm learning and reading German, every single day. So it's just hard to do. It's horrible. I want to touch base a little bit on Hebrew. Now, my last YouTube series I did on learning a language was Hebrew. I was doing like weekly videos. I was doing great. I was learning a lot. I was having a great time. I really enjoyed it. And I did 5 or 6 videos in a row, 6 weeks in a row. And then I got COVID, all right? At the tail end of August last year, I got COVID. And I was sick. I didn't really feel super sick. I just had a pounding headache for a week and a half. And I was just super tired. I just didn't want to get up off the couch. And I actually lost 3 weeks of work. They wouldn't let me go back until I got a negative test. I kept getting positives. I went 10 days in a row to get tests. And half of those, the last half, I felt fine, but I just kept getting a positive test. But my head was pounding. I just didn't feel like staying here to do nothing. So after about a week and a half, I was thinking, I hadn't studied Hebrew in a week and a half. I need to get back on it. I had just bought the Hebrew, the Hobbit in Hebrew, the Hobbit, the famous book by Tolkien, and I was looking forward to start reading that. I'm trying not to shake the phone, but it's kind of cold outside. It's 40 or maybe in the 30s right now, and I'm an idiot out here trying to record a video. But anyway, when I went back to start learning Hebrew again, I just completely forgot. I did some memorizing, and I didn't know 9 of the words that I was getting right just a week and a half before that. I couldn't believe it. I was so deflated because of that, and I just couldn't believe it. And I even thought, well, let me look at the alphabet again, because I was trying to learn how to write it as well. And I went back to learn the alphabet, and there were some letters I had forgotten. I can't believe how much I declined just after a week and a half. that just goes to show you how important it is when you're first learning a new language. You just got to stick with it and just every day be consistent and don't slack off, because it'll leave your mind just like that. And that's what it did for me. And I just fell off of it. I was so disappointed in myself for quitting and just not getting back into it. I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. I just couldn't. I was completely deflated and lost all motivation. So Esperanto, I still do stuff all the time in Esperanto. I'm not actively learning it. I haven't actively been learning Esperanto for a few years now. I am at my 6-year point since I started learning Esperanto. I just can't believe it. It's been 6 years. February 5th, I think, 2016. I started learning Esperanto. And I love it. I love Esperanto. I still do. I love it. I'm just not as active in the community as I used to be when I was learning it. And to make a video in Esperanto now, it's hard for me to know what to talk about. Like back then, I could talk about learning languages, and I had a lot to talk about, and it was fun to make videos talking about learning languages. And now, you know, I've tried recently to start talking about guitar making, because I'm making a guitar. I'm getting into guitar making. I'm almost done with my first guitar, and I want to start talking about that in Esperanto. I just thought it'd be a good subject to go into, other than language learning, just something new to talk about in Esperanto. So I made one video, my last video before this one is in Esperanto about that subject. So I still plan on making some videos in Esperanto. What I want to do is I want to take some of my English videos that I have, and I make some of those videos where there's no talking, and I want to like overdub my voice in Esperanto, kind of explaining what I'm doing on the screen. So I had to learn quite a few words about the parts of a guitar in Esperanto. So I'm still kind of trying to do that. And then I think that's it for right now. I don't know why, but I kind of want to dabble in Romanian a little bit. I have no idea why. It just popped in my head the other day. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm gonna keep up with Spanish and really try to get better at that. But anyway, that's an update for today. And just recently with my language studies. Thanks so much. I know my channel is just kind of plateaued. I'm not really doing much with it, and that's understandable. I'd like to start doing more. I really cannot stop shaking. It's just cold. So because of that, I'm just going to go ahead and call it quits here. Thanks for watching so much. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And check out my other videos in Esperanto. I got some in Spanish. I got some in German. I got a couple in Volapük. And Lingua de Planeta. So I like learning constructed languages. I'd like to revisit those again one day. Volapük and Lingua de Planeta, but in Pandonia. I still would like to learn that one, but you know, one day. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Am I looking at the right spot? Is the camera there? No, there's the camera right there. I'll see you next time. Bye.